Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Harmony One. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Also, I want to mention the two donation links down below in the description. Feel free to support Ukraine in its war against the Russian tyranny. If you want to donate to the Ukrainian refugees or to Ukraine's military, you can do that by going to one of the links down below. Those are official donation links. The funds do not go through me in any sort of way. So you can triple check the links if you want to. Thank you all for donating. Let's get straight into the video now. Jumping into the weekly chart, we can see that Harmony One is in a nasty pullback here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We just opened the ninth red candle on the weekly chart here. And as you can see, we have a bearish cross on the weekly as well. We have the 20 EMA, the yellow line crossing below the 55 EMA. That is your downtrend confirmation. And usually after that, you do see more downside. So potentially we are looking at 0.013 cents here per Harmony One. So we're going to go over that in a second, but right now I want you to pay attention to the swing high that I chose for this fib retracement, which was set on in between January 10th and January 3rd over here, and the swing low over here that was set at the end of June last year. This gives us the extension levels to the downside. As you can see right now, we're coming back and we're wicking below this zone over here. This is a strong support zone because this is where we bounced from the last time we were this low. But as you can see, you're landing on this low here and you're wicking down, but there's so much buying pressure over here. This large wick here tells me that there's a lot of buyers in this area, and they're buying up I want to say Luna. They're buying up Harmony at these prices because they think this is cheap enough for them. Now, do I think Harmony One is going to lose this support? And this support is currently at 0.047 cents. Yes, I do think we're going to lose this support, and at the very least, we're going to go all the way down to 0.02671. Why do I say that? Obviously, I cannot be 100% sure, but I do think that is going to happen because Bitcoin's pullback isn't through yet. There are some signs that we may be bottoming out, but I am expecting another move down to 25K at least. I do not think we're going to go lower than 20. But we are very oversold on Bitcoin. The downtrend, I think Bitcoin has eight red weekly candles as well. So I do think we're going to be going down. If not, then great. This potentially could be our bottom. But like I said, I don't think that's going to be the case. So it's always good to be prepared for both outcomes. So you can potentially set up some buy limit orders at these prices over here. And like I always tell you, once you start losing the first fib level, you should start targeting the 1.618 because that is your technical target. Usually, I would say 8 out of 10 times, once you lose the first fib level, you tend to go all the way down to the 1.618, potentially wick off from this area over here and, recover immediately to the upside. You can also target the second fib level here, but I don't know if we're going to go that low. Now let's see what is the percentage going to be of this pullback. If we go all the way down to the 1.618, that is going to be another 75% down. So from where we are at our all-time high prices, we're currently down 87%. And all the way down to the 1.618, that would be a 96% pullback. So you can see that these are the nasty pullbacks that you get with altcoins once Bitcoin starts dropping pretty quickly. So set up some buy limit orders at these prices if you want to get in at these prices. Obviously, like I said, I'm not guaranteeing that we're going to go there, but in case we do, you know where are the support levels. Next up, we have the 1.414 sitting at 0.020, and below that, obviously, the 1.618 sitting at 0.0130. And if you take a look at this 1.618, if I just set up a trend line at the exact level, you can see that we do have a swing high over here. So this is an incredibly important level, in my opinion, because once you got rejected from here, right, you set up a resistance line. So that was your resistance. You came back down for a lower high, then you broke through that resistance, but you never came back for the back test of support. So potentially, even if you come down here and you have a little wick to this area, and then you continue on with the uptrend, this is going to be healthy, and this will be a brilliant entry point for you if you want to get in from here all the way to the all-time high. That is going to be a 2,872% gains, which I do think Harmony One is going to print new all-time highs once Bitcoin gets rolling. But this 1.618 has significance because it co-aligns with the previous swing high over here. Now, jumping into the RSI on the weekly chart, ignore the drawings at the moment. Those are for the daily chart, but you can see that we're going all the way down here into the oversold right now. And the last time you were in the oversold, you had a strong move to the upside. But you can see that you're starting to curl up a little bit. Potentially, we could have a little relief rally here, and then you're going to end up coming back down to the oversold. That's when we potentially can see ourselves in the 1.618 fib level. All right, so if you're below the index of 30 on the weekly RSI, just know that that's a great entry point. Okay, now switching over to the daily chart, you can see that we are starting to consolidate around the first fib level here. We just printed a higher low, and we're looking to attack the 20 EMA. So from where we are right now, that is a potential 20% trade for you. If you want to buy from the first fib level support at 0.04733, that is going to be a 23%, a bit more than a 23% trade. So potentially, yeah, we're going to get a rejection from the 20 EMA because the last time we had a touch off the 20 EMA was back on April the 20th. And since then, we have been in this nasty downtrend with lower lows and lower highs. So what I do think is going to happen is we're going to get rejected from the 20 EMA, and then we're going to continue to the downside, at least getting to the 1.272, because in a downtrend, you get suppressed by the 20 EMA. Now let's move to the daily RSI here. So keep in mind, this white trend line here is still intact. We have had almost 4 bounces from this resistance trend line, so keep an eye on it for future references. Once we start breaking through that in the next couple of months, that will be a very bullish indicator that we are potentially going to start getting overbought towards the end of the year. But we have to break through this diagonal resistance trend line. Also, this area over here, anywhere from 36.2 to 32.9 on the index, is a great support area that we've had previously, but obviously we lost that, back tested it as resistance, came back into the oversold a second time, and now we're coming into that area, and potentially from here, you're going to get rejected once again, and you're going to have a double M top pattern here. So, like I said, once you go into the oversold, great entry point here, great entry point here. It's amazing to dollar cost average at these prices. Now, moving over to the Binance chart here for a bit of a cleaner chart and more oscillators, you can see that on the daily chart, you are overbought on the daily stochastic. So potentially, this is as high as you're going to go. You can potentially run to the 20 as well. That will top off with the stochastic, and you're going to start coming back down. So if you take a look at the MACD over here, you just printed a bullish cross May 17th. And if you have seen that, right, and you saw the bullish cross and you like to trade with the MACD on May 17th, since then, you haven't really seen any upside. Potential 10% trade is what you could have had. But like I said, I would be waiting for more downside. If we just take a fib retracement here and use the body of the candles to set up some targets. So this is our swing low, this is our swing high here. I would be looking at 0.03363. This is a little fib retracement here. Right now, you're bouncing up and down in between from these levels. So you print a high, you come back down, get rejected, get a bounce from 786, have a retracement, print that double M top, and come back down. And once you have that double M top, potentially, right, this is your, that is your top, and you take a trend line all the way down to the bottom, to the neckline, and then you place it from there, from the breakout, and that will technically give you almost the 1.618 here. So it all aligns. You know, if we have this double M top, obviously if we start to print a higher high, if you go above this high over here, you're invalidating the double M top pattern, and you're looking for a rejection off the 20 EMA. So yeah, if you want to enter now and have a little quick swing trade off the 20 EMA, you can potentially do that and then look to buy back in at the golden ratio to be safe. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you for watching. If I missed anything on the charts, please let me know down below in the comment section. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. I do post technical analysis in there. We also have a Patreon where you can get more exclusive content, TA requests, video requests, trading alerts, project highlights, market sentiment analysis, and stuff like that. All of it is going to be on Patreon. We also have memberships now on YouTube. It's exactly the same thing as the Patreon memberships. It's just that it's on a different platform, and I realize that not everyone is going to be using Patreon. But that is pretty much it. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.